The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali has acknowledged the challenges caused by manpower shortage across the police cadre, but is determined to pursue massive recruitment before he leaves office. The police chief gave these assurances in Katsina at the commissioning of an ultra-modern divisional police office complex to house the Assistant Inspector General Zone 14. Abdulatif Yusuf reports.
Over the last decade, the police had to deal with varying degrees of security challenges across the country, despite a glaring shortage in manpower and inadequate security equipment. The success recorded despite these shortcomings have come at a huge price to police personnel in terms of diminution of their numbers and effect on their psyche. The Inspector General of Police is working to improve on condition of his operatives in order to get the best out of them.
I am also aware of the crime rate in Katsina and entire Northwest Zone. The efforts of government is quite commendable. The efforts of the security agencies and members of the public are quite commendable. However, there is room for improvement, and we will seek ways and means of improving the situation.
This structure is one of a kind in Katsina and is ready for commissioning, while more are expected to be built to replace old police stations around. The security chief also speaks on the reforms being made to accommodate community policing across the country to guarantee the security of lives and properties of the people. The Katsina State Governor Aminu Bello Masari was at the event and called on the police to improve on their legal units to fast-track legal proceedings in court.
Some were trained, computers were provided, so that there will be synergy between the police investigation legal department, Ministry of Justice, and the High Court. Everything now is online, so that we'll be able to be tracking where the problem is. We will know whether it is the problem of the police, whether it is the problem from Ministry of Justice, and whether the problem is from the judiciary.
The ceremony was also attended by the member of the traditional institutions and the members of the Dandagoro community where the station is sited. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
In Kaduna, the chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, said the force will strive to sustain air operations across war theaters until the country is completely rid of all forms of criminality. He stated this at the graduation of 460 Air Force personnel trained in platform maintenance at the Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna. Lupe Asom reports.
The Air Force Institute of Technology in Kaduna is positioned to enhance and sustain the critical air power capability of the Nigerian Air Force in line with national security imperatives. Technical airmen and airwomen are trained here with the aim of making the force self-reliant and dependent on its own personnel for platform maintenance. The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, together with other senior military officers, arrived at the institution. They are here to witness the graduation of another set of Air Force personnel who have completed their training.
Through the past years, the increase in scope of the training required and the increase in the number of personnel that require the training have necessitated various upgrades to the school. First to Technical Training Group and eventually to the Nigerian Air Force Institute of Technology, AFIT.
The training comes at a time when the nation's armed forces are intensifying campaigns against bandits and insurgents. The Air Chief believes the personnel turned out from the training will improve the self-reliance of the force as they strive to rid the nation of sustained threats.
Your contribution will be instrumental to our collective efforts as we strive to sustain and surpass our current intensity of air operations until we completely rid our country of all forms of criminalities. This is more so at a time like this when we need to operate optimally in order to effectively address the current state of insecurity across the country.
The Air Chief urges the personnel to continue honing their acquired skill by constantly practicing and engaging in maintenance activities. This, he believes, will complement classroom instructions. Awards are also presented to those who are outstanding during the course of the training. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.
Some orphans in Inaugurates have a cause to celebrate as the Nigerian Army Officers' Wives Association 16th Brigade chapter donated food materials and other essentials to aid their upbringing. We have more in this report.
Arriving at the Gloryland Orphanage Home in Inaugurates, the Zonal Coordinator, Nigerian Army Officers' Wife Association 16th Brigade, Salaha Yakasai, is welcomed into the facility alongside other members of the association. The visit is geared towards providing much-needed assistance with the donation of essentials such as foodstuffs, beverages, and sanitary items to the orphans. The Zonal Coordinator, Naura 16th Brigade Chapter, Mrs. Yakasai, says the gesture is in line with the association objective.
From time to time, we engage in charitable activities, one of which is visit to orphanages to show our love and care to the children. So we've decided to come here today to come and donate these items to the orphanage to show our love and care. And sooner or later, we pray that they would integrate back to the society.
Expressing her profound gratitude to the body, the matron of Gloryland Orphanage Home, Patience Tekerebo, promises judicious use of the items for the benefit of the orphans.
I feel overwhelmed seeing the Army officers' wives come to celebrate with us today, with all their gifts, their love. I'm overwhelmed.
Described as one of the most powerful women's organizations in the country, Nawa also expressed her commitment to alleviating the plight of the less privileged in the state where possible.
The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, says President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration will continue to champion programs that will address the plight of the poor and the vulnerable in the country. The minister spoke in Osogbo during the presentation of checks and ATM cards to some of the beneficiaries of Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program. Rafi Hamid reports.
It's a program aimed at enhancing the businesses of the beneficiaries. The interest-free loan under the GIF program is geared towards uplifting the underprivileged and the marginalized Nigerians, including persons with disabilities. Over 5,000 of them, drawn from across various local governments that make up the state, are here to receive the cash and the ATM cards.
Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program is specifically designed as part of the National Social Investment Program, NSIP, aimed at offering interest and collateral-free credit to the millions of micro, small, and medium enterprises operating at the bottom of Nigerian economy.
Each of them received 50,000 naira with these symbolic presentations.
In a bid to onboard more beneficiaries onto the GIP program, the ministry shall soon commence the second phase of GIP registration, of which an official date will be communicated. The second phase of GIP is expected to capture more vulnerable groups for the purpose of uplifting them out of abject poverty.
I can give you an assurance that all the people that are going to benefit from this particular program will pay back as and when due.
To the state governor, it is part of the promises made by the APC-led administration to the electorate with an assurance that more are still coming.
We shall continue to ensure that all welfare packages and social intervention programs that are designed for the benefits of our people are in place so that at the end of the day, the economic impact of it will be beneficial to the generality of the people of this state.
Beneficiaries of the interest-free loan promised to use the money judiciously.
After I graduated from school, there is no work, there is nothing. but for giving me this opportunity is a great privilege.
I will use the money in order to expand the production in my company.
Computer tablets were also presented to the independent monitors who will ensure the success of the program in different parts of the state. Rafi Hamid, TVC News, Ushubu.